It's a new page. I finished the other page. Today I'll be inking my page 24 for Ink and Drink Long Beach Sewer Boyz 2 comic book remix project. So it's page 24 from Super Dimension X People, numero uno. Can you crack that obscure code? I already done all the panel borders and lettering and sound effects already as vectors in Adobe Illustrator as I do. I'm going to have to color it. There's going to be there may be kind of a grainy glitch filtering over this. I don't know how much I want to portfolio case, but this is actually a panel. So coming from Cyclops optic blast from his eyes is going to go down in the sound effect, going to a blast. And so this corner is actually a panel that'll be enclosed in a blast shaped panel border. Thunderbolt. So now I'm doing the next page. There are thin panel borders in this, but I won't. That's how I always wanted to do it, but it was like yeah, you know what I mean? When I go, it's all I want to, but it's like and the vector stuff is easy for me, but I guess I feel like when I bring in the artwork, I drop in the TIFF, I drop in vectors, there's going to be little things that won't line up, and I have to kind of tweak that. So I hadn't done it before, but I'm doing this time. Storm in this, I'm using a fairy tale version of her called Wind Rider. Her headdress is really black, but I'm thinking I'm just going to do a CMY version of a dark gray in there or something instead of just black. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, hey, Garf. That's someone testing if my chat's working. Because I can't believe I'm not inundated with comments. It's unfathomable. One of the challenges here is going to be this area. Doing this hair right, but beneath that there's Colossus arms, which I got to draw the muscles right at that angle on his hands that are kind of holding Windrider's torso, and they've got to have chrome treatment. And I didn't even draw the picking my nose on camera. I didn't even draw the horizontal lines in his segments in his chrome. I may do it without, just because it's so cluttered. My page is so cluttered as it is. I have to look at an earlier version of my digital pencils. Let's see if I can show this. Okay. Now I got to use this as a reference. This is basically her without the hair. Costume's not quite right. See this? I think this should be attached to here. So this, oh, sorry, I'm using my cursor, which you can't see. My drawing board this is just contact paper, like shelf paper with faux wood. But underneath this, it's just a very lightweight dry erase board, like 18 by 22, something like that. So it's very lightweight. I like to have it in my lap and leaning on the desk because I don't have a drafting table. So I like to do it. And then it's just a bunch of freaking stickers. And it's magnetic. So I've got these little strong magnets to hold my thing here. I don't have to tape it. I've got several of these. Sometimes if I'm drawing on my iPad on here, I'll have my computer keyboard on it and held up with these magnets. So my computer keyboard at the top, my iPad down here drawing, and then my iPad sticks to it because it's the magnetic case. So I'm hesitating on drawing this because I'm afraid I'm going to mess this up. This is really rough. It's supposed to be an avalanche coming down, and they're surprise silhouettes at the bottom.
When you shop bonds.com or in the app, you'll get the same prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop our juicy sumo tangerines for $2.99 per pound, or score fresh 80% lean ground beef for just $2.97 per pound when it's in pounds when you click the deal in our app or online. These offers change each week, so don't be jealous. Download the app for your deals to love. Shop Bonds in-store or online at bonds.com. There's a new class of blockbuster drugs. Drugs like Ozempic. They're changing bodies and organs just fortunes. They just got too expensive. They're just bank breakers and industries. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of skepticism. From the journal $1 Trillion Shot. Tap now to listen on Spotify.
Stop by the weather. Oh, hey, sorry, just looking up at the comments. I'm going to say your name, Dre King Beast. Welcome. Or you could be Draking Beast. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. What's up? Do you have any advice on doing gesture for poses? I feel like I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to draw. If that makes sense. I mean, I kind of learned, from a book called Drawing Comics the Marvel Way. I think it's not here. I had it over on that shelf for a while, but I don't know anything about. I guess if I saw some of your art, then I would know where to go from and not say anything too like remedial or in that book they just draw these like stick figures. Oh, here's some of my sketches for these pages. I'm gonna put these all in a long time lapse video. I have all these sketches, but anyway. Oh well. There's some silly lewd stuff while I was brainstorming. Just getting silly with it, you know. I mean, in that book, How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way, that was just. I think a lot of people got their start that way as a kid. You do all the basic stuff and that, but fine shapes and this and that. But basically, they do draw stick figures: torso, shoulder, hips. You know, you can kind of draw circle. And the head is a circle, and then kind of an oval with the faces. Kind of. Basically like that, just kind of find the gesture that way, you know. With these kind of stick figures, and then, you know, mess with it from there, and then you just start kind of building it on here. Kind of add a rib cage here and there, you know, to build it up. I'm not very good at teaching, or I definitely would have become an art teacher right now in my old age. But they all say, "Oh, just do life drawing, do life drawing." You know, not really copying photographs, although you can do that for go to some life drawing workshop, or just set up somewhere and just draw where you can people watch and draw people. But you know, with the life drawing, they'll do life drawing classes and they'll do the quick poses, and they'll make you do. There'll be quick poses, so you got to get the gesture down quick, and that kind of forces you to. I mean, they all look horrible, and then but you keep going them, and you get going, and you get better at capturing the gesture of the figure with each one. So, but another guy that, if you're still another guy that streams on here, I recommend watching Erwin Papa, Papa. His live streams on here, because he is pretty. I mean, he's not an educator, but he is. He's pretty. He could be, you know. I mean, he's pretty articulate on his processes and stuff, you know. It's educational. Watching his streams. What's that? I tried to use a reference. I tried to use this Wind Rider's just a mock-up of her headdress, and I tried to see if I could use it for reference, like putting it like on a Barbie doll's head, and it just kind of didn't. This is much bigger than her on here, but it's still, no matter what I did, it just covered up his face, and trying to cheat the angle a little bit. So yeah, I just basically turned it up even more and kind of. This just showed me, oh yeah, I have to cheat the angle.
Meet with your dietitian online and message them anytime through the Nourish app. With hundreds of 5-star reviews from real patients, you know you're in good hands. Find your dietitian at usenourish.com. That's usenourish.com. The new year brings new health goals and wealth goals. Protecting your identity is an important step. Your info is an endless places that could expose you to identity theft, leading to lost funds. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Resolve to make identity health and wealth part of your new year.
Yo, hello. Sorry, looking up the comments now. Matthew, to maximum page count per day for inking. I mean, I think for pros it's basically one page a day, but for me it's a lot slower. I'm not a. I mean, I'm really a part-time artist. You know, I have a day job and kids and all that. I don't make a living as a professional illustrator. I don't do comics, so these pages I'm doing will drag out for weeks, weeks or months, as far as just from conceiving them and doing all the digital pencils and working out all the design on all that. So since I'm not at it, you know, 8 hours a day, um, it's hard to say. Like I don't have a flow, but like this, I'm just doing these 2 pages for a comic book remix project. These 2 X-Men pages. But yeah, I mean, I guess if I had a full work day, I would probably ink this in one day. Now, my friend Paul Scharar he'll ink many pages in a day because he really has his style down and his flow down, and he kind of has a vocabulary of poses and expressions, and he's working fast. But I'm just like slow. I'll just try to design the page and just chip away at kind of honing it before I get to something. And I don't often even do the analog inks these days, but I really want to start having. I mostly do it all digital in like Clip Studio Paint generally. As far as the drawing, I would say I want to have physical pages to sell, but to sell pages, someone has to buy the pages. Someone has to buy it. You know, piece sells, but who's mine? I just want to have a portfolio full of more. I don't have enough physical pages in my. It's electrifying, fine. Erwin Papa, welcome in. That's what they say to me at Book Off when I couldn't show up. Welcome in. Electrifying. Well, this is their costume. I've removed some of the black areas to show and made them flash just because. But I don't think I've done it super pervy. This is the page I'm recreating right now. And how? Very dense page. So it's a 9-panel grid. Okay, but to me, I feel like these are a lot of things crammed into these narrow panels. So anyway, here's the Wind Rider. I think Dave Cockrum was a great costume designer, and this one he probably just kind of drew quick on the spot. It's very rough. But this is another one with this Colossus. He's kneeling down. He's kind of in awe, and he's got these burst lines, and he's very kind of dazzled by her appearance here, and he seems kind of a little that way in the page I'm redoing. So, like, this is kind of a black bodysuit, and I got rid of the wings and where it's just the lightning, and then I've gotten rid of some of the black part of the bodysuit and made it just her skin, but not exactly like this, just to make it more. It's just skimpier thing, but then there's still kind of a thigh highs, kind of a. Believe it or not, I didn't know. I mean, I do get have to. Often I do have to talk my wife into posing for me, but this I actually did. Without any reference. Like nobody modeling or looking at pose photographs. To look at some anatomical reference, kind of for his for Colossus's arms in this position and his thighs here, and maybe a little anatomical for her arms. I kind of drew the muscles kind of defined, but I'm not going to ink them that way. She's not going to be like that sinewy. I don't know why I can't draw the rocks that well right now. I think I've done good rocks in the past, but not here. But I've got to draw smoke and boulders, motion lines. I thought there was a lot of really funny parts of it. Yeah, I'm talking about my own live stream and saying it was funny. I thought there was a lot of, but hey, I cracked myself up, right? But there was also, I probably perseverated on the brush pen. There was a brush pen thing I was talking about. I must have talked about that for an hour. It must have been like a whole hour of repeating the same. To where I thought I had accidentally rewound it. Shit, he's got these sharp. Oh my. Oh my. Hello. Welcome in, Brunson. Oh. T.Wei. I can't do his. Now, Brunson, you've got the range. I bet you could do a really good George Takei. Because you've got that range. to do a voice that deep, I have to do this weird inhaling thing where I go like, it's almost that, but it's like an inhaling thing, so I can't say like S sound or certain sounds I can't make. So I can't really imitate decay. All I can do is this tiny Colossus face looks nothing like how it's supposed to. Like the expression, whatever I did, because it's so teensy weensy. The expression that I had in the sketch, it's gone. Bum, 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 bum. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bum, 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 bum. This miniature thing here doesn't match her. In my head. But I feel like see, I don't know what to think. When Erwin encourages me to do something like that, I feel like he's like it's because it's so bad, and you could make a clip out of it, like an embarrassing clip out of it, or it's funny. I saw the stupid Arnold one made me laugh, so fuck it. Or encouraging me to sing. Okay, that's another one. See if we can get an embarrassing clip out of it. You know, does he take off his glasses when he says it? You know, I'm something of. This is a mini bozo the clown deal going here. Everyone likes when I do this. Oh, there's the camera. Hi. No smiling. Oh, I used French curves earlier. Stetzler blend. Yes, they're made by Stetzler. And I smeared. First thing I did, I smeared because I put those things away for years because I was like, I draw some with the ruler, and anytime inking, when I move it, and it smears it. And it's the first thing I did because I think I was so focused on finding the perfect curvature that I had it upside down where it didn't have the. Oh, believe it or not, no, I don't have an indoor. This is iced tea. So believe it or not, probably we got Ink and Drink live now. Part 2, my last stream, the previous stream I did, part 2 in this trilogy. It's a trilogy because I made 3 thumbnail images at one time. That was definitely was sipping on the Belgian style golden ale. So I don't think you can tell a difference in the inking because part 1 I inked the top, and then part 2 I inked the bottom. I'm like, let's see if there's a marked difference in the top and bottom, whether it's garbage or not. And I think they pretty much that wasn't affected by the Belgian golden ale, but definitely me endlessly repeating the story about these freaking brush pens. And I, in summary, decided that I prefer Inky Dinky Parlez-Vous as opposed to dry anal. 3.5 hour video or something. So like editing it in YouTube, it just seemed to delay so much. Wait, what was the Good Heavens, man? Oh, I said I said it so casually with a smile on my face. And Erwin told me, yeah, you're gonna get dinged for that. Yeah, thinking back now, to me, penetration. And I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious and bizarre, and I'm like, what random person might tune into this? I'm really just not. I guess I'm counting on anyone who tunes into this to be into weird and possibly offensive comedy. Yes, and my comparison was like that was happening to me, unlubricated, dry. Which is, yeah, I know it doesn't. I'm just being. It's just being absurd. There's no regard to me being insensitive about that as a word or anything. Just exaggerating. I feel like I don't even know. Shenanigans just sounds like some Irish thing deal. Hey, Quark. I'm just like, yeah, I should go lower with a finer pen, but I feel like these lines will get lost there. I don't know. I'm so bad. Yeah, I'm going minimalist after this. This is screw this. Well, I think I was gonna. I think we're talking about drinking. Like, am I getting loaded again tonight? But and we have our Ink and Drink live event, first of the year, 2025, this coming Thursday. And I will be there. Bringing a couple new people. Or kind of one person, but well, my friend's trying to get his kid to go. She's an artist and art student, kind of early college, and but he's probably gonna go with her. Check it out, make sure it's okay. I guess. And then my other friend is going to, but neither of them draw, so that looks terrible. Why did I draw it at that angle? It's horrible. It's horrendous. Wow. I'm not even gonna. Hey, so look at me, I'm smiling. I'm smiling. Yeah, the last stream was way too long of pauses without actually drawing. This gel pen hasn't really been cutting it. Oh, that's not bad.
Time to review the hype. I'm joined by my co-anchor, Snoop. And what about Snoop? Number one app will be getting iPhone 16 with Apple Intelligence at T-Mobile. Yeah, you should hustle down to T-Mobile like a fellow Texas Chasing a nut. Number two, T-Mobile families can switch and save 20% on plans placed
OBS. So it sounds like something my bowels are experiencing right now.
The new year brings new health goals and wealth goals. Protecting your identity is an important step. Your info is an identity.
I can remember how I drew rocks before, like I used to.
Millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our restoration specialists will fix it
I did
and
a
give you your money back. Resolve to make identity health and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/Spotify. Terms apply.
I need to do this. Let's get pro scroll. Let's get pro scroll. Oh, OBS one can OBS. I think it looks like shit, but time to tinkle. Time to tinkle. Be right back. Okay, I gotta end the stream because stuff is happening and